I'm here at the cellar on day 7. So we've had a lot of digging. Getting some potatoes unloaded on both sides. We're just rocking and rolling. Have the nice banner on the side. Just thought I'd come check the progress of the cellar. They did move cellars. Man, look how big all those are big potatoes. That one right there is probably 13 inches. Got a lot of big potatoes here. But they switched cellars yesterday, so they already filled that side. Look at all these potatoes rolling off of here. Let's go see how much they've gotten this one. They just started it last night, so they shouldn't be too far. All right, so now we're back here in the cellar. Everything's been running pretty smooth back here. I have to walk with the potatoes or you can't see them. See, just like that. They're going pretty quick. They're running a lot of, oh, look at that one. That is a big potato. A little wet. There's a lot of dew this morning. So they haven't quite got the pile all the way to the top yet. They're still working on it. There's a stairs right there. So when this is all full, you can walk through the air tunnel that's on that side, and then you can walk up the stairs and then across the top to check them in the winter. Make sure they're still good. So they're getting them piled up nice and high. I imagine by the end of the day, this cellar will probably be about a third full. So we're really cranking them out. Not a whole lot of dirt making it back here though, just a little bit. Our new dirt table does a really good job. Oh, he's moving. This has a sensor right here. So if I put my hand right here, it speeds this up. It speeds it up based on the flow. That is a lot of taters coming off. But I got to go out to the field now because Christopher broke the flagpole off yesterday on a power line. So the flag's fine. I just had to get a new flagpole. So I went and got a new flagpole this morning. And I'm going to go out and we're going to put it on. It's just so cool to watch the potatoes cascade off. The nice part is we moved cellars and we didn't have to move any of the hopper or the even flow bin or the sorter table. Didn't even have to move it. All right, we are getting it put back up. Just have to duct tape the pole on. But we'll get her flying again. There we go. Hopefully we don't hit any more power lines and it doesn't break. But it's up, it's flying, it's looking good. Okay, now I'm out here where they're taking potatoes out of our cellars to haul into the plant to see how much they have left to haul in. This is the last cellar they have to haul. And they're only about a quarter of the way done with it. It's always fun to watch the potatoes cascade down into the scooper. These potatoes still look good even though they've been in here for a year. Still look good. But they have a lot of potatoes to get out. We have 4 cellars to fill, and then we'll be putting potatoes back into this cellar. Alright guys, I am now out here in the vine chopper, and this field has a pivot with the corner arm on it, which swings out to catch the corners, and it has some pretty gnarly pivot tracks. So here's one right here that I'm just kind of going over, and I actually have to lift the vine chopper out of the ground while I go over this because it will hit the ground because I'm dipping into the track so bad. So yeah, it's a pretty deep track. But I've done a little bit of this field. I've chopped this little middle section because there's a pivot right here and we had to swing it back the other way because it was in the wrong spot. So I did the middle, and now I'm going back and I'm going to do this side, and then I have all these rows on the other side. This is actually a pretty big field, so it is going to take me a while, and I need to get out and dust off that's my air intake. So my air intake is completely clogged with dust and weeds, so when I get to the other end I'm gonna dust that off. But we're gonna get this field done. I don't have to trade Christopher off today, so I'll film if there's anything eventful, but this may be a shorter video for today. Well, something eventful happened. I might be stuck. Just noticed that this pivot track's really muddy, and I was going along, all of a sudden the back end sinks down and my tires are trying to turn to get back online. I'm hoping I stopped fast enough. But look, let me just show you. Yeah, I'm in some mud. It's a nice muddy pivot track. Let's see if I can get out. I'm gonna make sure my diff lock is there. My diff lock's turned on. I'm just gonna try and back out. I stopped pretty fast once I think I'm good. I stopped pretty fast. It started to sink and I just hurried and stopped. So luckily, good night. That's muddy. It still doesn't want to, it's still pretty muddy. It doesn't want to turn. Okay, we'll unlink the diff lock. Man, look at that mess. Well, hopefully they see that when they come into this field, because I don't think we're gonna want to dig that. I'm gonna go this way and keep on going, but that's kind of a mess. Wasn't expecting it to be wet. We haven't watered this in days. So actually it's probably been over a week since it's been watered. But yeah, almost a disaster. Yeah, we're gonna go around this spot. Definitely don't want to try that again. Still a little wet on the pivot track right here, but I'm really surprised that it's that muddy. Was not expecting that. I'm gonna go past it just a little ways. Hopefully avoid any See if if it gets soft at all. I mean, it's not soft right here. Turn my GPS back on. But that was super soft. Maybe I'll back up until it starts to get soft. And then see. I know it's hard to see through that screen. Somebody said I should paint it black. I know I've seen that done, and that would probably work. Maybe one of these days I'll have to do that. Am I gonna start to sink? See, I'm not even sinking on this side. I don't know what the heck. It'll just be a low spot probably. I'm gonna put her down and start it back up. We'll just keep on chopping now, I guess. Avoid that spot. Hopefully, there's no more wet spots. I just thought I would show you guys these weeds. So I'm here next to the power poles. These weeds are taller than the tractor, but just chopping them down. Not sure why there were so many weeds right here, but yeah, get them mowed right down to nothing. At least right there. Right, well, I'm broke down. There's been a clunking, and I finally figured out what it was. My tractor weight is loose. I don't know if you can see that wiggling. I'm kind of wiggling too. It's loose. These bolts are loose, but that one's bad, and we can't even get it to budge, so we're just gonna cut the head off and pull it out. It's not supposed to do that. So we're gonna cut that off, put a new bolt in it, tighten all the other ones up, and then I should be able to get back going.
Occasionally we let Taryn play with fire. See if he can burn down the tractor or not. Flamey, flamey. Wishing he's had his welding gloves right now. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm trying to bend over and hold this at the same time. Couldn't get the nut off, so
That should do it.
now it's all liquidy, so it should come out now.
Woo! That did not want to tighten up. Had to cut the one off. But we're back going again, so that's good. They're going so fast that they might actually catch me. So I really have to keep this thing running as much as I can. Well, I figured out the culprit to why I was almost getting stuck. This riser's not closed all the way. So it's been flooding the field. Just this little strip. The water ran down to the pivot track and over, so I'm gonna shut this off. Much better. Now, we shouldn't have any more water running into the field. They won't be in this field until next week, probably Monday. So it'll have all weekend to dry up. I still think we're gonna end up getting stuck right here. All right, I thought I would just give you guys an end of the day update. Today is a Friday. Don't know the date because they're all just blending together, but we're waiting for the last truck of the day. You know, we are digging 10 rows, as you all know, you've seen in the videos. Today we did 161 loads, 10-wheeler loads. I think we figure they usually average about 310 sacks. Some of we fill them really full if you haven't seen them. Anyway, 161 loads I think is a new record for us. With our new equipment, we're able to get the trucks back to us quicker. And I think I calculated that just right around 50,000 sacks. So that's a lot of potatoes. Like I said, it's a record for us today. And yeah, stick with us through this adventure and
hopefully we'll be able to get done in time. I also think I calculated it should have been just over 100 acres. So I don't know that we've ever done that many acres in a day either. We start digging at 8 a.m. This morning was about 8:30 because we changed some rollers on the crossover. And we didn't have hardly any breakdowns today, nothing major, nothing more than a few minutes. I guess we did have a clip we changed, maybe 20-30 minutes on here on the secondary. But yeah, a record day for us today. I don't think we've ever done over 100 acres before in one day with one crossover and one harvester. So it was a good day. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys hang in there with us, and we'll if you have any comments or questions about harvest, we're still in harvest. We'll be in harvest for about another week or so, so you'll probably see this video. Just let us know any questions you have, or comments, concerns, or if we're doing something wrong, tell us, and we'll probably just keep doing it wrong. All right, well, I am just about done for the day. Trevor's coming to pick me up and take me back to my truck, so I don't have to drive the tractor in. I'm just on my last pass. Christopher just texted me, said we just had a record harvest day. We did 161 loads. That's 50,000 sacks harvested in one day. And we dug 100 acres today. So we didn't have, I guess there was almost no breakdowns. Yeah, they're ripping through it. At this pace, they're gonna catch me. So I definitely have to try and keep this chopper going. But yeah, crazy. Anyway, if you like the content and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.